down, Ted!
You knock him off of the moon by jumping into it 3 times, and then you want to homing attack him, but this game has charge homing attacks.
Sticking heads up!
I love Liam O'Brien's performance as Zazz, but you basically face a boss, and then you wait until the homing attack builds up, and then you homing attack them for massive damage. And this boss only takes 2 fully charged homing attacks to defeat, which makes him rather easy to beat up. And, well, this is going to be a con stuff you don't really want to climb, you know? It also sucks that, like, in the Wii U version, you can take really slow approaches to walls and then climb them. And in the 3DS version, you can't do that. If you take a small, tiny jump at a very slow pace, you don't start climbing the wall, and then you just fall to your bottomless pit or whatever. And I really don't like the parkour in the 3DS version. I think it's pretty finicky. And they really want you to, like, wall run up walls and get past to the speed booster so that you can get to your destination and stuff. Things you don't really do that often in the Wii U version. It's pretty clunky. Anyway, coming after this particular Zazz fight, they have a bad piece of level design, okay? Unless you're holding the spin dash down like I am, you're going to run into a booster pad that immediately uncurls Sonic right into a Motobug, and there's no way to dodge the Motobug. You're going to take damage from that. You know, I'm trying to be a perfectionist here. I'm trying to be a completionist here. Something I like about the Wii U version, unless you're doing the time trials, which are just get to the goal as fast as you can, there is no ranking in the Wii U version. You clear a level, it doesn't tell you, oh, that was a D performance, that was an E performance. No, you get your score, you end the level, you move on. And honestly, I think that's the policy that every single Sonic game should adopt from now on. Sonic Forces, whatever. Every game should, like, have, if you want to get an S rank, that's what the time trials and stuff are for, you know? I really like how Lost... Nowhere to hide, pink boy. Oh shit, we ran past him. Oh god! So just keep running and you'll be able to avoid him, no problem. Again, this looks a lot slower than the 3DS stuff, the first level we started this video off. But I honestly like the fact that the screen is pulled back far enough so that we can see things coming. And it's satisfying platforming even still. It's not the fastest Sonic game in the world, but whatever. Zazz dies in 2 homing attacks. As soon as he chucks the moon, you charge on him. And he goes to the...
You're going home in a box!
You're awfully angry, aren't you? Once Zazz ground pounds, trying to ground pound where you are, you just homing attack him, and then you do a whole bunch of homing charges, just like you would in the Wii U version. And basically it takes 4 charge attack homing attacks here. 2 when he's on the moon, 2 when he's off. And Zazz isn't really that big of a deal.
I can't believe it!
Yeah, this is it for Act 4 in the 3DS version. Bye-bye! The Wii U version has 4 levels per zone, the 3DS version has 3 levels, and a boss fight. And the boss fights are usually under like 2-3 minutes, so they're not a bit just announced. Squee! Bring it on, you bastards! Lava Mountain does have traditional levels, but Act 1 is going to be just a straight-up boss fight.
Gonna beat you like a drum!
So in this level, we have to take on both Zazz, Zomom, and Master Zik, and they both take 2 charged-up homing attacks in order to defeat. But this level also has 5 red rings that I have to collect, and they're not on the planetoid quite yet. There's all of these, like, magma rocks that are dropping onto the planetoid, and sometimes when those magma rocks drop, a red ring pops out of them. So, if I want all 5 red rings in this particular act, it's really just a waiting game. I'm just sort of waiting for them all to show up so that I can pick them up, which means I get to watch how lazy and simple Zazz's boss animation is here. He shoots the pink energy balls, he drops those pink jack-jacks, is that the phrase? Jacks? I don't know what those things are. But he shoots the balls, he drops the jacks, and that's pretty much all he does. Zazz just repeats that over and over and over again. And I'm not even holding the run button here. I'm just jogging around as Sonic, and it's pretty easy to dodge all the projectiles, all the things falling from the sky. And again, I could probably end this stage a lot quicker. I'm just waiting for the red rings to drop. Where are they? Come on! One thing that bothered me about the opening cutscene with Tails, why did they show that he could get out of that situation? Why did they show that, like, he could use his own tails to pick up things? And, like, he could